Mike is a very magnetic, dynamic person. He looks at a woman, his little blue eyes just sparkle. I think he excluded himself from the rest of the group when they formed that little Chilltown thing. By doing that, he stepped on a lot of toes, and one of them is Kent.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Now, they're going to want Mike to stay, man. He's the life of the house.
And we're coming.
And if they kick that cat out, it's going to be... And what are they going to do? Listen to the Kent burp? I'd be careful of that Krista if I was them. I'd get Krista out. Drop the zero and keep the hero, baby. Thank you. I love it.
Tonight is eviction night. More than a month ago, 12 strangers entered the Big Brother house. Of the 8 house guests who now remain, 5 cast their votes to evict. The nominees, Mike and Krista, are not permitted to vote, nor is Kent, the head of household. All votes are cast in secret in the diary room. Will is the first to vote.
My thoughts on Krista are really positive. We sort of have a brother-sister relationship. You know, we joke around a lot, and I think she's really, I think she's wonderful. She's really sweet. When I came in here the first day, I thought Boogie was going to definitely win the whole game. He really has a magnetic personality. He's really just an amazing guy. I never wanted Krista to leave, but I did want Boogie to stay. I vote to evict Krista.
Welcome back to Big Brother. According to the CBS.com Big Brother website, of the house guests remaining, Hardy is the most liked by internet fans. Will is one of the most disliked. A week ago, the two were bitter enemies, but in the past 48 hours, their relationship has taken a sudden turn.
For now, I've got a goal.
Right.
To get those out of my house.
Now I have a goal in this house, and my goal is to eliminate Hardy in a painful way, not in a pleasant way, in an embarrassing way. I'm definitely going to avenge Shannon's eviction. I think the world is Shannon. That's no secret.
We'll see you soon.
I could do it in the short term, but then my time after that would be very limited. So joining with Nicole and Hardy is a win-win for me.
Understood. I still have my opinions about Will, and I'm sure he has his opinions about me. And
we're not buddy-buddy, you know?
I totally understand. I have certain morals and values that I think that he lacks in certain circumstances. I have an inability to be overtly mean.
They bring him in the ER, and we're so cruel. Like, there's no sympathy. I sew up their face, take some x-rays of the head. If they're fine, I'm like, take them out, boys.
But we do have, I think, some level of respect and understanding toward each other.
That's basically it.
This is ridiculous. We are insane.
I think it's kind of strange seeing Hardy being pals with Will and Hardy basically kissing Will's butt.
Yeah, you're ripped. So I check myself out when I'm doing the dishes also. We're definitely different, but we do have some common ground, some commonality as well.
Hardy and I are both pretty boys. I shaved my body hair.
Yeah, it's working. I did not do a good job at all.
Hardy does all those things. We both like personal aesthetics.
Dude, what about that?
The one thing we have in common is probably an appreciation for beautiful women.
You can do it. You can do it.
Although I don't agree with his taste, particularly one Shannon. I thought she was rhymes with itch. The bottom line is if I have to stay in here, I would at least like to have at least one other person that I can, spend time with and actually enjoy.
I guess Hardy's strategy is, well, I guess I'll make friends with Will.
Whatever works for you, Will.
But I just don't trust Will.
It's time now to talk with the house guests. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Julie.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Doing great.
I'm strong like the Hulk.
You look like the Hulk. Hardy. How you doing, Hardy?
I'm doing good.
Well, you were last week's head of household, and you know how tough it can be.
Yeah, happy birthday, Grandma. Sorry.
Had to sneak it in. I'm sure she's watching. Let me ask you, how do you think Kent did as this week's head of household?
I think Kent had some difficult choices to make, and at different times. I think Kent did an overall pretty good job. I would have done things maybe perhaps a little bit differently, but overall I think that he did what he felt was best.
Okay. Will, as you said yourself, you were on everyone's hit list last week.
That's right, Julie.
How surprised were you that Kent did not nominate you for eviction?
I was very surprised, but I compensated by having a lot of fun and running around.
around.
Okay, well, let me ask you, how has life changed for you without Shannon in the house?
It's been tough. I miss Shannon a lot. I think about her all the time, and what helped me through it was the new boy band, Too Hype.
Okay, I'll be looking for your next CD.
Thanks.
Monica,
Yes.
many of you acknowledged that last week was a tough one. How does this week compare?
Well, it's kind of hard, but, you know, decisions have to be made, and that's just how the game goes.
Have the weeks been getting harder?
The weeks are getting harder, and it's going to get harder and harder and harder and harder.
Okay. Mike and Krista, as this week's nominees, what are your thoughts tonight? Mike, you first.
Yeah, I don't know, Julie.
You can't rap something
what do you
for me?
say?
You can't rap.
You know, here's the thing. I came here to party, have a good time, and I've done that. Would I like to stay? Sure. But, you know, when you win head of household, the job is to get someone else who is a threat to you. And judging by my performances in the head of household competitions, I am definitely a threat to anyone in here. So, can't put me up, and I may go.
Krista, what are your thoughts?
Well, Julie, first I'd like to say, Lakin, I love and miss you so much, all my friends back home, Cassie, Ray's, everything. But let me tell you about the week in the house. Well, let me blow it up for the world. Basically, what happened was, I want to set the record straight. I am like one of the most loyal friends there is. I've made a lot of friends in this house, and there was a statement made during nomination that I wasn't. Well, that statement wasn't made for the group. That was made directly just from Kent. And I just want to set the record straight that in this past week, he has tried to form alliances, and it blew up in his face. And currently, he doesn't have cigarettes anymore, so that's a plus. And I just feel that I feel like he did it. I made friends with him. I even hugged this man at the pool on my birthday. Anyway, happy birthday to me. And I feel like I've been pretty much portrayed as something I'm not, because I'm like, love everybody. So basically, if I stay in the house, and I learned how to spoon from Boogie, and he's a 98, so in the rankings, and I learned about Too Hype and a lot of things, and I made a lot of friends. And
You got a lot of thoughts tonight, Krista.
Yeah, and if I stay in the house, what comes around goes around, and PB, baby, payback.
All right. Thank
That's
you
what I
very
have to
much,
say.
house guests. Sit tight. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Of the 5 votes cast this week, it takes 3 to evict. As you've seen, Will voted to evict Krista because he wants to keep his friend Mike in the house. But will he succeed in swaying 2 more of his housemates to vote his way? Let's go back to the diary room as Bunky tells us who he thinks should go.
Some people may think that Krista is some stupid country bumpkin, and she's not. Krista is here to play a game. She is playing strategy 24/7. Mike has done and said some cruel things while he was in the house. We're not on the same wavelength, and we haven't really clicked. I vote to evict Mike.
By logging on to the official Big Brother website at CBS.com.
It is the ultimate position of power in the Big Brother house. The head of household single-handedly nominates 2 housemates for eviction. Those who've won head of household at first revel in their newfound power, but they soon realize the pain it could cause everyone in the house, including themselves. Krista! Yay! Krista!
Head of household has to nominate 2 people. You can make friends when you're doing that, but you most likely can make more enemies than friends.
You get to win a few privileges and a lot of enduring pain from everyone else for the entire week.
Wow, that was probably about the cowardest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Kent, is on his high horse this week because he's head of household.
I'd like to take this time to say that I'm more than happy to be the head of the household here at that's our Big Brother.
Showtime might have thought that I was acting differently when I got head of household. He's definitely acting differently.
When you're the head of the household, you're kind of the fall guy, and you have to nominate 2 people, and typically that really upsets at least one person.
Actually, I'm going to speak now. We all talked, and it really was between you and Nicole who to put up to go, and we kept you. And if you don't think that owes any loyalty, I really don't know what does.
You might have to nominate some people that may not get kicked out the house. And if they don't get kicked out the house, that means you have somebody after you.
That's not my goal, to win so I can get you out. I want to win so I can get in that room, see my pictures of my grandma, my mama, my sister, and Morgan, and get me some Heinekens. Hello.